Whole different scoop cheese. Hold on.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Anyways, my bad, y'all. Sorry about that. For thank you for who's ever listening. Thank you who's for popping in. Um, I ain't gonna stay up here too long. Hopefully, Samantha pops in, but I ain't even want to talk about nothing that's going on the internet. I don't even want to address the person that sneak this me in the video. I don't want to address none of that. It is what it is. That's something, whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about just because you share blood with a person, that don't necessarily make them your family. I mean by that, and I ain't trying to put my personal business out there, but I unfortunately did this March 25th. That'll be the 2 year anniversary of my mother's death, and it wasn't like no natural death. Somebody unalived her. I'm trying to put it in a friendly term for YouTube community guidelines. Somebody unalived her, and with me, I'm a person who dealt with mental health and depression all my life. So that ain't a loss that I took well. Like losing a parent before that actually happened to me. Um, before that actually happened to me, I seen other people that I know or post on Facebook or whatever the case may be, saying it hit different when you lose a parent, and at the time I couldn't relate to it. But now that she's been gone damn near 2 years, all that shit hits and it relates. So of course that ain't something I ain't gonna never say. I ain't gonna never get over that. Like, but I've been told by several people that are strong. Like they said, and and I was working at the time. I had two jobs at the time, and I quit both of them because they didn't want to let me go to the funeral. And don't get me wrong, I love making my money and all that, but at the end of the day, I'm a single father first, full custody. I gotta take care of my daughter, and ain't no job finna tell me that I can't attend the funeral of the woman who gave birth to me. But anyways, at the time I was working, The same day it happened that night, and the next day I went to work, and they sent me home. Nah, you should be home. You shouldn't be here. Be with your family. And I went home, but the next day I refused to go home because I felt like if I stay at home crying and depressed about my mother's demise, you know, I'm not gonna come back to this job. So people telling me like, boy, you going to work, you smiling and all this, and I mean, I held it in for so long, but it didn't really hit me until my mother's actual birth. And who's ever watching, if you can hit the like button, you don't necessarily have to say nothing. But if you can hit the like button for me, I appreciate that. But anyways, but my point, like, okay, it didn't really hit me to hit the burial that she was actually gone. Now, the point of my life, an individual who you can say, I can't even call him my father, but I'm gonna just say somebody who helped bring me into this world, but really didn't do much. We got our, we had a rocky relationship, you know, all my life, and the man set up the and just went ham clean in on me. Like pretty much the man owed me money, and to get up out of it, he just made a traumatic fashion, and then he had to bring my mother up in it. And which yesterday, for those that was in attendance, I was on live with Simply Samantha, and she told me, man, maybe it's an emergency because he was calling my live, fucking on the string. Maybe it's an emergency or whatever. And I called him, man, and he going in on me. He talking about my deceased mother, and I ain't shit and all that. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. Like, you owe me money. I never asked you for much. And if you gotta, first of all, we was cool the day before, so that energy didn't. I don't even know where it came from. But at the same time, if you got an issue with me, this is in general. If somebody got an issue with me, why you gotta bring up my deceased mother? You know what I'm saying? Like, let that lady be what she at. Let her be. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Ma. I love you. But I don't even like rock with certain family, and it's uh I don't even rock with certain family, and it is nothing personal. It's just all that shit hits different from me. Like, don't nobody know. Well, for the ones that do know, because I know it's a lot of people that lost a parent besides myself. But them holidays hit different. You know, Mother's Day. Everybody wishing their mothers happy Mother's Day, or got their mother physically around them, or what, Easter, Christmas, the holidays. Stuff you used to. I play certain songs that my mother used to. My mother was a great dancer. I can't dance for shit. I'm gonna put that out there. I wish I could, but I can't. But certain songs she used to dance to. The reggae song. She loved reggae music. What's the song? Murder She Wrote. That was one of her favorite songs. So I play it all the time. But it don't get me wrong. I still smile and all that. I laugh. I joke. But that's just to hide the reality of hurting through it. And then, as that man supposed to be my quote unquote father, why would you even push me there to the point where I gotta look at you like you my op? I gotta look at you like you a nigga on the street who I wanna. Well, any police listening, I ain't like that. I'm just giving examples. But why I gotta look at you to the point where I wanna fight you? Why I look at you like we ops? If I say you is up, then it's up. I ain't gonna tarnish your name. I ain't gonna blast you. I ain't gonna say nothing. Black Matt, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's 100. And thanks for tapping in. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me, please. Um, but I gotta look at that man like he a op, and that's backwards, right? Like you would think with the passing of my mother that we would be rocking with each other and all that. And I personally believe, and I again, I ain't trying to put your business out there. I ain't trying to bash you or nothing, even though we got smoke right now. But he is dealing with a health issue, and maybe he's getting afraid. You know, he don't want me to see me. He don't want me to see him suffer, or you know, anything like that. So maybe maybe he had to push me away. I get it. Uh, Maybe he had to push me away. I get it. But at the same time, uh, it's just what you do and how you do it. Like I got family. Like I got certain family members. I ain't gonna say none of their names. I ain't gonna talk about y'all in a negative light. But it's like okay, ever since my mother's death, I don't ask for nothing. I don't even if look, I'm broke as hell right now, and even if I need it, I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. If I do ask you for it, I ain't gonna ask you for it unless I can pay it back. That's just how I am. Or I will work for it. If I need something simple like $3, $4, I'll clean up for you. You know, take the trash out, wash the dishes, all that kind of shit. That's like legal hustle. That's just me. I'd rather work for it. But anyways, I got cousins who, you know, oh, you need something, call me. Ooh, this and that. I don't even need no money. All I need is, man, I'm tired of being depressed. Like, make a nigga laugh or something. You know, rock with me, kick it with me. Ooh, this and that. That's too hard for people to do, but they can sit up there and call me, so-called cousins call me for cash apps. And these motherfuckers work. Ain't there some shit? These motherfuckers actually work. But anyway, I ain't gonna, cause I'm trying not to put, I'm trying to sugarcoat it for the internet. But my point being, family ain't the same no more. Especially when most of the elder figures, the grandmothers, the great grandmothers, the great aunties and the uncles, I grew up with my cousins. Like we was best friends. Me and my cousins walking down the street, little boys. It's like 12 of us. You would think we in a gang the whole time. We blood family. We grew up close. Now, today, most of the elderly, the backbone of the family, most of them is gone. Our kids don't even know each other. We don't even like the family reunions and all that. That don't even we ain't had no family reunion in so long. And it's sad that our kids growing up not even knowing each other, and unfortunately, knock on wood, but if they decide to go to that life in the streets, it's 9 times out of 10 they'll beat each other up and not even realizing they family. And I'm not wishing that, I'm not predicting it, but I've seen it too many times. So many cases. What's the boy, the one that's locked up? 800 Facts and Dewey Fo. They cousins, and he ended up, well, I'm gonna say allegedly, allegedly, he allegedly ended up pulling the trigger on his own cousin. So yeah, I mean, that ain't nothing to glorify. That ain't funny. That ain't cool. Nothing like that. All I'm just saying, family's supposed to be family, and just because you share blood with somebody, that don't make your family. Like a family member use you, finesse you, whatever the case may be, more. than somebody on the street. Quicker than somebody on the street. It's sad that I gotta look at some of my family like they ops. Like I stick to myself. I don't go to family functions and all that shit. I don't and it ain't nothing personal. It's just they don't understand why I don't pop up. I never deprive my daughter from going. You want to go with your uncle. Go to auntie. I just don't go personally because, in a sense, if this makes sense to anybody who's listening, in a sense, I feel like I'm dead inside, like emotionless wise, with certain situations. Like I sympathize with a lot of things. I try to be positive. Yesterday, my mood was great. I'm cracking jokes with Samantha on here. Shout out Kenny Rogers. He was on here. And oh yeah. Me, Kenny, and Samantha supposed to be going live like around 4:30. And both of them together is hilarious. Well, anybody that's listening or been anybody in my circle like the Mind Squad, Trenches News, Main Media, Queen Lotus, Street Science TV, NC. Anybody been on any one of their lives or been on a live and seen Kenny Rogers 2006 on there and listen to some of the stuff he says in the comments, or if he ever been up here on a panel and you listen to him, some of the stuff it comes off as offensive, but that's just Kenny. He just expresses his stuff. That's his logic, you know. I can't knock him for him being him, in which I ain't got no smoke with nobody. But some of the stuff Kenny be saying, he be really hitting some points. And so with Samantha, both of them going back and forth. That's the only woman I seen to have Kenny humble on the internet. Because if you know Kenny gonna talk some shit, and that woman had him humble, in which I ain't never seen Kenny like that, and in which them going back and forth is actually hilarious. So I gotta tip my hat off to Samantha. I gotta tip my hat off to Kenny and anybody who comes in rocking with me. If you want to come in, you ain't necessarily gotta say nothing. You can just smash that like button for me. I ain't asking for no cash up, none of that. I just smash the like button, please. That's all I ask. Shut up, broadcast. But back to my point. Family don't hit the same, and I try to rock with my family, but I only can rock with certain ones. It's nothing personal. It's just how would you feel? How would you feel if you grew up looking at certain people, family members? If you grew up looking at certain family members like admiring them, like you know how people say Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or somebody like that, they role model. How would you feel if you had a uncle or father or cousin or whatever who you look up like they your superhero, they your role model, and then they constantly letting you down? How would you feel if you come with good intentions, like with this YouTube shit, for example? I share on my stories on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all that shit. I say, come rock with my YouTube channel. Woo, this and that. Y'all ain't gotta pay nothing. It's free. You ain't even gotta stay. Just smash the like button, and I can't even do that. And that's free. I don't want nothing from nobody. If I'm broke, I'm broke. I get money legally. I get money, and you know, I don't need your money. I don't. I know everybody got their own responsibilities and all that. So I don't never ask for no money. All I ask motherfucker come fuck with me. Especially with like I got cousins One of my cousins, I played one of his songs on the live the other day. Shout out D Odyssey, that's my nigga. That nigga calls me every other day. Cuz you straight, man. Motherfuckers just try to make sure you good and woo this and that. Man, and that's the type of shit. Fuck with me on that. I don't need no money. I'm not asking for nothing. Um, I I just tired of being depressed. I'm tired of being sad. So make a nigga laugh or something, crack a joke. That's why I fuck. Shout out Swipe. Shout out Swipe. That's why I fuck with Trench's News, because every time I go on his live. I mean, don't get me wrong, he says some serious shit and some real shit, but it's them fucking songs, them remixes that he do. That should be hilarious to me. And then when he says, man, that shit garbage. That shit is so funny to me. So I'll be needing to laugh and shit, cause don't nobody want to be sad all the time. Who the fuck want to be around party people, pooper? You feel me? So, anyways, um, and another point, family might not be family, with the blood and shit, but it's crazy how strangers can be your family more than your actually fucking family. My best friend, the night that my mother was unalive, my best friend and her mama, they wanted to come over here, and come rock with me. And her mama, my best friend mama, she told me, "You my son now. I'm adopting you. I'm adopting your daughter. She my granddaughter now." You know how good that felt. And I mean, they ain't strangers to me, but they not blood family, but that's still family. You know what I'm saying? The Trenches News, the Mod Squad. I don't know them off the internet for a can of paint, but from a can of paint, but they rock with me. They been sharing my content. All of them, they got like on their videos. I seen it on NCs. I seen it on Made Media magazines. I seen it on Trenches News. It's like once they put their videos out there, they got all the Trenches News mods out there, and my name is in there. Surprise! I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised about that, and I believe that's one of the reasons why my channel is growing. So shout out Swipe, shout out Trenches News, shout out the whole Mod Spot. I appreciate y'all for that. Even if I sing distant or solo, because I grew up like the black sheep or the lone wolf, I should say. So I'm used to being solo. It ain't nothing personal. It's just me. So I don't mean to offend nobody with me, my silence, but I'd rather go to where the fun is. I don't want to hear who fuck want to wake up every day and turn on, and this is why I don't watch the news no more either. Who the fuck want to wake up every day, turn on the news or the internet, and find out this person was unalived? What's the guy's name? Chicago. TP, THFTP. I unfortunately saw the video without trying to see it. I was on an app called Reddit, strolling down in the Chicago section, and I saw it. And in front of his daughters, like, come on, man, you gotta give a brother a pass on some stuff like that. In which that's not none of my business. But at the same time, everybody talks about who drilled somebody, who snitching on who, and all this. But ain't nobody, do anybody ask this type of question? How's them little girls gonna deal with that for the rest of their life, seeing that mentally and emotionally? Who gonna get them some therapy? Uh, I believe that was the child's mother, the woman, I believe. How she gonna explain that to them girls? You know, like that kind of stuff. Everybody always say shout out the so-called steppers, the drillers, but who deals with the aftermath? Who speaks on the aftermath? Like when these guys with the big names from the different scenes is in jail and all that, everybody asks questions like, is he really like that and all this? But who asks how's they doing mentally when they behind them bars in that little ass cell? How's they doing mentally when, you know, what's the word? What's the slogan? Out of sight, out of mind. How they deal with that when they locked up, where they at, and the family don't fuck with them no more. They don't send them nothing. They don't write them letters, nothing like that. Like them type of questions that I be wondering about. Not who so called unalived, who like that, who ratting, who snitch. I don't care about none of that shit. Why? And I say this all the time. Take it how you want to take it. I yeah, for real, black man, for real. It is sad, and it's like people be like my boy, free my boy, woo, this and that. Trenches News say this all the time. Motherfuckers say free a motherfucker only because it's free. But as you putting something on his books, as you going to make sure his family's straight, is you protecting his family, is you if the man got kids or whatever, is you making sure ain't nobody doing nothing to his kids, and all that. I heard stories about somebody going to jail, like several different people. I heard stories about somebody going to jail. Matter of fact, it was recently King Von, his baby mother. Um, she put it out there that one of the his so-called homeboys tried to hook up with her. That kind of shit. And that's supposed to be your man's. And long live Von. No disrespect to you, no disrespect to your family, your girl, none of that. But just that's wrong. Like that there's certain stuff you do and there's certain stuff you don't do. Hey, shout out Black Man. Straight up. Matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, shout out Black Man. Hey, Black Man, I got you, man. So let me see something. Hold on, I'm finna post a comment. Hey, Black Man, whenever you get the chance, that's my Instagram right there. Whenever you get the chance, DM me on Instagram. I'ma chop it up with you because I need more mods and shit. So man, I'll holler at you or whatever about that. Cause man, I appreciate it. I'm up here rocking solo. It's normally me and Samantha as of lately. She might still be knocked out. It's early as hell. Excuse me. And I'm actually, it's so crazy. I'm sitting up here doing this live, and I actually got a damn cold, but stomach hurt, head hurt, and all that, and I still feel good just sitting back. Well, I still feel good enough to. My bad. I still feel good enough to do this live with me being in pain and everything, and then I didn't even get a chance to watch the new episode of BMF yet, which I normally do when I first wake up. So I will later. But back to the subject. Yeah, with family, sometimes if you gotta go out and venture and do your own thing, create your own family. That's what you do. What you take all the negative stuff that you experience with your family, and you use that as a lesson. For example, I didn't grow up with my father. He wasn't a father to me. But why I gotta hold the fuck up? Fuck you. Hell, motherfucker just get up here and disrespect me like that. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, but motherfucker was just rocking with you. That man just came and disrespected me. You see? That's how it be. When I'm up here in a good mood, I ain't even finna. It is what it is. But anyways, if you gotta go create your own family, you gotta leave the nest and start your own family, do your own thing. That you do what you do. If you gotta cut motherfucker off ride solo dodo, it is what it is. But you don't know nobody. You see how Buddy just disrespected me, call me stupid. Like that's the kind of stuff that would get somebody hurt messing with me. But because I didn't humble myself and I ain't, it's just the internet. It ain't like I can get somebody. What's the point of getting mad about all that? It is what it is. But anyways, I ain't gonna stay up here for too long because my stomach hurt, my head's hurt, all that. I got a cold. But I just wanted to get up here and say a little stuff. But anyways, I me Simply Samantha 2005 and Kenny Rogers will be going live like around 4:35 o'clock p.m. later on today. But anyways, it's your boy Chris Partlow 773. Uh Smash that like button, hit the rewind button. I'm out. Appreciate it for those who listen.